Good afternoon, guys. Let us quickly take a look at the trade plan for tomorrow. What is happening? What are the expectations? So, if you see here, this is the weekly bar. This is exactly the same as the weekly bar. And today in the RTH session, we had almost a very identical move that we had yesterday, right? So, we will take a look into that when we see the RTH chart. But on the weekly chart, again, it stays the same. All the idea remains the same. We could not close above the 50% of the last weekly bar yet, so that still remains a concern. However, this is still a very small bear bar, nothing to worry about. We will see what happens at the end of the week, and then only we can take a call on what is going to happen on the weekly chart if there are any changes that we are noticing. Okay, so this is the daily chart right now, and on the daily chart, we see that we could not come even to the open of yesterday's candle. We were above that, and we went and created a new high above the high of yesterday's candle. However, we closed as a range bar. This is a very bad looking range bar at this point, based on which you cannot take any decision. So on the daily chart also, we are in a kind of a balance zone right now between these areas, and that is where we are moving up and down. So if you look at this is the balance zone. We will need one day to push out of the balance zone or push down from the balance zone and close strong in order to say that, okay, we are going to go into a trend again. One more thing to keep in mind on the daily chart is that this was a mother bar, right? And since it's a mother bar, it is better that we keep our mother bar fibs on top of it, and then we see how far we are going. Let us put that right now and see what has happened today. Let me go and change it to the mother bar fibs. And if you see, we actually did go up to the 66% line. No, actually we went to the 79% line. We went up to the trap zone and we came back down, and in the bottom also we have seen the trap zone. So that is what price is doing, right? So we are in the bottom trap zone, and then we are back in the trap zone. So this will continue as long as this bar range does not break out, this TR does not break out. So we will take care of that when that happens, right? Apart from that, there is nothing that we can derive from here at this point. This is in a trading range, and it will continue to be in the trading range till something pushes it out of that range, right? So nothing can be concluded on the on this chart as well. However, the only thing is this 26 line is still holding, which is the 50% of this whole move. And if we look at the 50% of the bear move, we see that we have touched this 49.75. We have done it once in the ETH session, once in the RTH session, and both the times we have got very high rejection. So it may happen that it may continue to come down, but that we will have to see what happens overnight. If we are continuing to come down, if you're breaking these lows, if you're creating newer lows, those are the things that we'll have to look at when we get there. The other thing is we have closed above the trend line, right? So that is one more thing, but then that does not mean anything. If the bears want to bring the market down with tomorrow morning's news, that is what I'm expecting. It will move out of the balance zone. I'm not saying it will move up or move down, but it may move out of the balance zone that we have right now, and then we will see how the market moves, how the market behaves, and where it takes us. So this is the 4-hour chart. Now, if we see here, if we were trying to get the measured move down to 5505.25 of this particular move, but what we need to also see is we have not closed above the 50% line as well. So if we want to come down, if the price wants to come down, it can very easily come down, grab this, and then we will have to see what happens, right? So at this point of time, we have one leg down, we had the pullback, and there can be another leg down. And if we take just this leg into consideration, we can say that it will come back to 55.11 again. It can happen overnight, it can happen tomorrow. Remember, we ended it with a streak of bearish moves today, so the first move that happens on the RTH chart tomorrow may be towards the downside. And also, if you look at it that way, 5511 brings us back to the bottom of the trading zone again. It may bounce from there. It can come to 5505.25. So that we can see what is happening only when we are there, right? As long as the price is not there, we do not see what is the kind of price action that we are seeing on the lower time frames. We do not have any premise to say that, okay, this 11 will break and actually go to 05, or it will bounce from there and then carry up onto the 40 level once again. So that is something that we have to see when that price comes. As of now, we are holding this area. As of now, we know that as long as a 4-hour bar does not close above the 50% line once again, we still have a chance to come and test this area. But we will keep playing it as a TR as we have right now. We have to play whatever the market is presenting in front of you, right? And that is what we will be doing. Now, if you look at the hourly chart, we are staying inside this channel. We tried to close above the midpoint of this particular channel, could not, and we came down again. So we will keep this as a guide here at this point, but we know that there is major resistance at this area again, 55.50. We have had there earlier also. So if we extend this to the left, this is the major resistance area that we have. We'll have to take care of that. And then on the top, we have the 58 to 60 area. And then if we are keeping on or trying to go up again, this is an area where the price may try to reach again, which will be the 80H area. And if we cross that, we can get another 80H, right? But before that, this trading zone has to be broken out. This is the total trading zone that we have, and this has to be broken out. Once this, as long as this does not break out, there will not be any good move up or down. It will keep on staying in that particular range. Apart from that, this is the line that we'll be looking at on the downside, which is 5513. No, it will not be 5513. Actually, we will be looking at 5510.5 or the 5511 line. So this will be one important line that we will want to see. Let me make them a different color so that it does not become confusing. Okay, so these are the two levels. These are our TR levels that we have right now, correct? So we are sometimes reaching the top, sometimes not reaching the top, and then we are coming back to the bottom of it. And if we do a fib between these two, we will see that the midpoint is somewhere around 31. So that is where we have been spending a lot of time, right? So based on this, we are in the TR. We will continue to be in this TR. There is nothing else to look at this point of time on the 1 hour chart, because as long as this TR does not break out, we will continue to do the same thing that we have been doing. Now let us look at the RTH 5 minutes chart. We know that there is resistance here between 38 and 42 area. So basically on the RTH 5 minutes time frame, there are no changes, right? Because if you see the price action that we had yesterday and the price action that we had today are again in the same levels. They are in the same areas. They are following the same levels. We know that we have support in this area. This line, this 1-1 line, the 10.5 line will work as very good support areas. We may get support in this area tomorrow, which was the low of the day area. So we need to take that into account. I will mark this as a buy zone. And then this was the balance zone that we created today. So that also needs to be taken care of when we see that the price is coming to break it down, because today whole day it acted as a support. And if you see, once we came down, this acted as support again. So this 28 to 25 level right now is acting as very good support. And tomorrow we will have to see if the RTH actually starts bouncing from this area again. We will try to see if we can get back to the top, break through it, and then we can see higher levels, right? So those are the kind of moves that I'm expecting tomorrow. But then we have major news at 8:30 in the morning. We will get over that news, and at 8:45 we will have our morning call, and we will decide the plan for the day. What are the different paths that are possible? If you want to join the morning call, the link to the Google Meet is given in the description below. Along with that, you also have the links to our Discord server and the Facebook page. If you are interested, you are very welcome to join there. And as always, please like, share, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification icon. I will see you guys again at 8:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.